Well, hi, my name's Bob Littel, and I want to welcome you to our NetWeaving Pay It Forward website. And all during this week, we're hoping that you will be one of the hundreds of, hopefully thousands of people who actually set up and host a meeting to introduce two people to each other and then invite them to do the same thing, pay it forward, and do the same thing for two others. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do just a little simple illustration of how easy it is to set up a hosting meeting. And remember, some meetings that you may set up will be strategic, meaning you already know up front how the two people you want to put together can help and benefit each other. But some of the most fun meetings that you will do are just going to be two friends that you have that you think would just enjoy getting to know each other. They're both givers. They both love helping other people, and just watch what happens as you do this. Our whole purpose this week is to hopefully set up meetings that eventually will create an economic ripple effect for the entire metropolitan Atlanta area. Thanks so much for coming here and visiting the website. Hey Larry, gosh, it's really been great talking with you and catching up. You know what, as I was sitting here thinking, all of a sudden it hit me that there's a lady named Pam Holmes who you really need to meet. And I'll tell you what, would you send me your bio and some information on your company? I want to send that on to Pam with a little note as to why I think the two of you would benefit meeting each other so much. And I'll ask Pam to do the same thing and to send me her bio, and then the two of you can look at each other's bios and decide if you think both of you would benefit meeting each other. But I can almost promise you up front that you both would. So is that okay with you? Okay, great. Well, listen, send me a few dates that will work for you, and I'll send those on to Pam with the same thing, and we'll find a date in the next couple of weeks that'll work for both of us. Great. I look forward to it. Thanks. Take care. Bye. Well, gee, it's so great that I finally got the two of you together, and I know that both of you are going to be able to find ways to help each other, and you're probably going to discover some people that you know in common that I bet you never would have guessed if we hadn't gotten you together. But before you start talking a little bit about each other's backgrounds and get to know each other a little better, I found that it's very important to kind of set the stage for what NetWeaving is all about. And probably one of the easiest ways to do that is I have here what's called the NetWeaver's Creed. And all it does is it just lays out in pretty simple terms exactly what the NetWeaving philosophy is all about. Why don't you just take a second and take a look at that? Well, great. So you can see it really is all about how can I help you. So why don't you start out there, just tell a little bit about your background.
Larry, I can think of a ton of people that could benefit from your services. I can't wait to introduce you to them. People with that work for major corporations and other large organizations that would really be great clients for you and your limousine service.
Well, that would be fantastic. And in your PR business, as I was telling you earlier, I know a bunch of people, kind of like myself, who need an expert in the marketing PR fields. So I cannot wait to go contact them, and hopefully we can set up meetings on the NetWeaving Pay It Forward week.
Sounds good.
April 26th through the 30th. And God knows how many meetings you're going to have. Bob, what can we do for you for hosting us today?
Oh, well, gosh, the whole idea here is that instead of me doing anything for you in return, or you doing anything for me in return, I would just ask the two of you to just what it's all about, to pay it forward, and each of you either agreed to take turns hosting a meeting for each other or for just any other two people. But I'd also want to say that, remember, we want you to set up those meetings, and usually it takes a week or so to do that. So make sure to leave yourself enough time to set them up and get them scheduled. Thanks.
Sounds
Absolutely.
good.
Great.